T20 World Cup, St. Lucia West Indies 180-4, 20 overs. Charles 38, 34. Powell 36. 17. Moeen 1-15 England 181-2. 17.3 overs. Salt 87, 47. Bairstow 48, 26. England won by 8 wickets. England produced their best performance of the T20 World Cup so far to begin the Super 8 stage with a composed 8-wicket win against West Indies. Having cannily restricted the previously unbeaten co-hosts to 180-4 on a good pitch, the defending champions completed the chase with 15 balls to spare. Phil Salt batted through for a fine 87 not out, while Johnny Bairstow made an unbeaten 48 to add impetus after the loss of Josh Buttler and Moeen Ali. With 70 needed from 7 overs, Bairstow struck a 6 and a 4 before hitting 15 of the 16 runs in the next over, bowled by spinner Akil Hossain. Salt then crashed an over from seamer Romario Shepherd for 30 runs as England won at a canter and, perhaps significantly, boosted their net run rate. They play South Africa in less than 48 hours. Knowing a win would probably seal their progression to the semi-finals. After that they still have a meeting with the tournament's surprise package, the United States, with the top 2 sides in the group progressing. England back to their best. England's group stage was a mixed bag, with a washout, defeat by Australia and 2 rain-affected wins against Namibia and Oman, which meant they only edged through courtesy of their net run rate. This performance, against one of the tournament favourites, was Butler's side back to something approaching their very best. West Indies were unbeaten in 8 T20s, but their powerful batting lineup was kept in check and then the score knocked off with relative ease. The only wobble came when Buttler fell LBW to Roston Chase for 25, having put on a measured opening stand of 67 with Salt, and Moeen picked out deep mid-wicket off Andre Russell, having been promoted to attack West Indies spinners. But Bairstow took charge as Salt's scoring slowed, pulling Alzari Joseph for 6 and then ramping him over the keeper. That swung the momentum and Salt reignited with a brutal assault of Shepherd, including 2 big straight sixes. After all of the doubts, England suddenly looked like contenders again. West Indies subdued by England bowlers. West Indies scored 92 runs in the power play against Afghanistan on the same ground on Monday, but England kept them in check by conceding only 52 with just 1 6 clearing the ropes. The hosts lost opener Brandon King, who had to retire hurt with an injured side on 28, and afterwards Nicholas Pooran was far more circumspect than when making 98 2 nights ago. England never looked like running through the batting order, instead helped by West Indies' ploy of milking England's spinners Adil Rashid and Moeen rather than the all-out attack many had expected. After opener Johnson Charles struggled to 38 from 34 balls, Captain Powell attempted to add some impetus by hitting a 6 off Moeen and 3 straight off Liam Livingstone, but he was caught off the all-rounder for 36 from 17. From there England closed out the innings well with Jofra Archer nicking off Pooran for 38 in a 16th over that cost only 4 and Rashid removing Andre Russell while conceding half that in his final over. Archer, Rashid, Livingstone and Moeen all finished with a wicket apiece while Sam Curran, kept in the side at the expense of Chris Jordan and Will Jacks, bowled 3 tidy overs for 25. A mature innings. What they said. England captain Josh Buttler on Johnny Bairstow. He's a class player and has been for a really long time. You just keep backing class players. He hasn't had many opportunities, but today was a really impressive innings. A mature, senior player's innings with a lot of power. He scored at a great lick when the game was in the balance. West Indies captain Rovman Powell. I think you've got to look at it from a batting perspective. We left 15 or 20 runs out there as a batting group, but we could have done more with the ball too. We're normally very good in the last 5 overs, but credit to England's bowling unit. We just need to sit, re-evaluate and take the positives.